Okay, hey, so this is obviously, you saw the title of this video and you might be like, what the heck is a mental health day? Like that is, I've never heard of that. But I'm going to take you along today of a day that might look like so much fun, which it is gonna be fun. But I think it's a day that's so important that my mom has implicated into our lives since we were little kids. Like even in elementary school, we had mental health days. Boomer. Hi, cowboy. This is something that like our mom has implicated into our lives even since like elementary school. And again, like when we were littler like that, we didn't really like fully understand it, you know? But obviously just love like the day off, just from like responsibilities and liabilities and things that you have going, and just like enjoying the day and realizing that like, I don't know, I feel like I have a lot to say and a lot of different things, but I've been really struggling with my mental health for the past couple weeks. Like my mental health has been pretty good. I had depression before my accident, and it got really bad during times like flared up and stuff, and I'm on medication for it, which has definitely helped. But when my accident happened, I stopped taking my medicine in the ICU because I felt like I didn't need it, and I was on a lot of other medicines, but yeah, I stopped taking it because I was like, I really don't feel like I need it right now. And so I was off of it for months and months and months. And then I'd say probably during the summertime, I don't know, summertime-ish, I was starting to see some signs that were concerning to me. You know, I know my body and I know my mind, and I'm the only person that knows what's going on between my ears, you know? And I thought it was probably best for me to get on it, starting school up again and just life getting busier and just returning back to things. But yeah, so I think mental health is something that can be such like a scary topic for a lot of people to talk about, and it is. And I'll be honest, before my accident, well, no, I wouldn't say that. I'd say before my accident, I kind of viewed vulnerability and just sharing your true emotions as weak. I really did. I thought, at least for myself, not for other people. Like I wanted other people to share with me. I love checking up on people, you know, and being there for everybody. But I guess for me, I had my own set of rules. And for me, I was like, by crying in front of people and by showing that you're struggling, like those are signs of weakness, which was, I guess, something that I guess society has created. As a whole, I feel like a lot for guys, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it. But I don't know, I just had an exception for everyone except myself. So after my accident, I've seen how beautiful vulnerability is and the strength in it. And I'm just so incredibly passionate about it, because if you struggle with any sort of mental health, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna look it up. I was doing some statistics I was looking at the statistics the other day. I was like, it's really sad how many people and Americans today are affected by mental health. I know just for me and people I've talked to and friends and everything, it seems like you are like the only person that's actually struggling with this, because especially like with social media and everything, when you see people, hey, how are you doing? Good, thank you, how are you doing? You know, that's just the response. Like if you're really struggling, you're not gonna be like, well, let me tell you, you know, unless it's like a close friend or someone you trust. You know, you just kind of say you're good and then go about your day. That's kind of just the etiquette, you know. But a lot of people are struggling, and a lot of teenagers are struggling, and a lot of adults are struggling, and it's okay to be struggling and not be okay. It's okay to not be okay, is what I want to say. And obviously, like sharing my life on social media and my accident and everything even before, I think social media is a place that you go and post all highlights, you know, it's the highlight reel, what everyone says, but I think it's very important to show the real and raw side of life, because I don't see it as seeking attention. It's not to get the likes, it's not to get the views, it's to show, hey, you on the other side of the screen, it's okay. If you're struggling, look, I'm here too. Like, look, these are the highlights of my life. Like, these are the aspects, the amazing events I get to go to, the amazing people I have in my life. Yes, but also this is what's happening between my ears. This is what's happening when the door's closed at night. This is what's happening when I'm laying in my bed at night and I can't fall asleep, you know. So, I don't know. Since my accident has happened, with the Max Fight page on Instagram, I've been able to really share, obviously, my physical disability, but also I've been able to share my mental health struggles with it, which I think is really cool and unique, and I really didn't have the full guts to do that before. And so I'm really grateful for that. And what I've seen is we're all humans. We are all humans, and we all have emotions, and we all get sad, and we all get angry, and we all get happy and overjoyed, but we can also all feel really lonely. It doesn't matter how many friends you have, it doesn't matter how many followers you have, how many siblings, like how much money, whatever the circumstance is, all the worldly things, like sometimes it's just the weight of the world feels like it's on your shoulders and it's too much for you to handle. And I know what that feels like. I'm going through that right now, and I think it's important to know that as much as you're struggling and as much as hopeless as you might feel, things that your brain might tell you you should do to cope are not the things that you should do, if you're getting what I'm understanding. I don't want to go into detail into all of that, but there are so many people that love you out there in the world, and there are so many people that care for you, and your future is so bright. And I'm saying that to myself as well. I'm talking to you, but I'm saying that to myself. It's like when people talk about tomorrow or the weekend coming up or next week or next month, literally you say that to me, my brain's already checked out. I'm like, I just need to make it through like today. Like, I can't even think about what the future holds. I can't even think about what this weekend is. Like, that is so overwhelming to me right now. I can't handle that, and my brain is just like off. Like, I'm taking it day by day, which I think is one of the best pieces of advice that I've gotten. Is the future is scary for everybody, not just me with a disability, not just you out there who may be going to college next year, not just someone who's starting a new job. The future is scary for everyone because it's unknown. Okay, the camera stopped, and I don't even remember what I was talking about. Just one day at a time. It's the only way that I can get through the day, honestly. And I know a lot of people feel the same way. I think for someone, if you're watching this and you maybe don't have depression, you might be like, are you being dramatic? Like, what's happening? There's a major difference between sadness and feeling sad about something, feeling lonely, and depression. And I think, like, ugh, I'm depressed, like, ugh, I'm so anxious, like, I can't even handle this. Like, I feel like there's so many things out there that we just throw about, like, in today's language, that kind of, I don't know what the right word would be, but people say things and it's like, hey, like, you should not say that. Like, you don't know what people are going through. And again, like, you may just say comment, it's like funny, like, that's what's on TikTok, like, that's funny, but you don't know what's like going on with people. And so I don't know, I just try and stay away from some of those mainstream little things people say, because again, you don't know. And a lot of people struggle in silence, and you would never ever know that they're struggling. Like, for me, like, I'm even right now, I'm a very happy person, like, outgoing, bubbly, I love to smile, I smile all the time, like, I'm a very optimistic person for the most part, But my depression is a big part of who I am as a person, and it's made me who I am. And you wouldn't know. And it's sad to me, like people are always like, check up on your friends, like check up on the people that you're closest with and everything, and that's true. And I feel like they always say something, and I always like kind of relate to it. It's like, always check up on the person who's like that, always happy, like happy all the time, or like always like the light of the room, or always like the class clown, you know? And I know you can't check up on everybody every day, and that's not possible, but I don't know. I feel like making it a priority to check up on some people some days helps. It just helps you feel not alone as a person. And I know that helps for me, reaching out to people and my friends and adults that I trust, and just being like, hey, like I'm struggling today, like can I talk to you? Or hey, I'm struggling today, like will you pray for me? Or just like, I wanna come see you, like let's go get like ice cream, or like let's go for a drive and listen to music and just talk, you know? I think there's so many things that can help that are so simple, just human interactions. But I'm gonna stop right here. Anyways, I'm having a mental health day. I was up till 2 a.m. last night in my bed, just crying and just feeling all the emotions and just feeling so helpless and hopeless and lonely and sad. And I know that some of that does come from like physical like disability, because nobody around me, like I have people at my gym and I have people on social media that like they have spinal cord injuries too, and they are in similar situations, but like no one understands your situation. You out there, you don't have to have a physical disability, you don't have to have a disability, you don't have anything. No one understands you and your life completely and what's going on in your brain. And so it can feel really lonely sometimes. And I just was allowing myself to cry and feel those emotions and not doing anything, you know, that I would regret in the future, but just letting myself let it all out, because I think that's the best thing to do, because suppressing it and suppressing it and suppressing it and suppressing it, it's gonna explode like a volcano, you know, and it's gonna be so much more worse. So I think it's okay to feel your feelings. It's okay to be sad, and it's okay to be upset, because we're all human. But as much as you cherish and allow yourself to feel joy and happiness, I think it's important to let yourself feel the other emotions as well, because they're a part of the human body and chemistry, I don't know. So today's a mental health day for me, and I'm just gonna take it easy. I've texted some people this morning saying like, hey, I won't be at school, blah, 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 like having a mental health day, like love you. Texting like my grandpa and texting my brother, and I'm gonna call him today. We haven't talked in a while, like on the phone call talked. And I don't know, I just need to catch him up and be more honest about my struggle, because he understands and he helps me a lot. I think Mariah and I are going to go get coffee and go to a coffee shop, and I'm just gonna read and do things that I enjoy and that are simple and human and that remind me that there is joy in the little things. So yeah. I just brushed my teeth and washed my face, and that might seem like an everyday task to a lot of people, and it is. But it can be a big achievement. For people struggling, it's, at least for me, I know I tend, when I'm not feeling good inside, not wanting or being able to feel like I have the energy to even take care of myself, and brushing like my teeth and washing my face seems like a really hard task that I feel like I don't even have the energy to complete. And sometimes it is too hard for me to just be able to do it. And I know, again, like that sounds silly, like brushing your teeth, what, it takes like 2 minutes? But it's, I don't know, it can be hard. So it's a good win in the morning, you know, like you're supposed to make your bed in the morning. That's the first win of the day, whatever. But I mean, obviously I'd feel so much better after I brush my teeth and wash my face. But it's just getting yourself to do that can be the challenging part. Sometimes I have to rely my mom and sister to help me with those things. I'm physically able to do those things, obviously, now, which I'm so thankful for. But sometimes mentally it's just too much for me to handle. And it's okay. This is something that I obviously did not want to accept before, because I was a very independent person and strived myself on my independence. But it's okay to rely on others, and it's good to rely on others to help you out when you are doing so hot. Right, Mariah?
Yes.
Because we as humans are not built to be alone, and we need each other to help us get us back on our feet when we fall down. For example, I literally fell out of my chair this morning. And obviously I couldn't get up in my chair. I couldn't get up by myself, so I had to ask for help. And guess what? It was good. It was good. It was fun. But that's something that is very difficult. It's just asking for the help and like taking the pride aside and being like, I need help. But there's no shame in it, right, Mariah? Tell them, no shame in needing help and being vulnerable. Vulnerability is power. Say it, Mariah. Vulnerability is power.
Tip it, girl.
So this is Notion. I've recently started using it and I'm obsessed with it. Basically, it's a way I can like organize everything. Everything I owe to God. And then these are some like pictures I like, and then quotes, whatever, today, and then I can like put my today. I haven't updated it today, but then like my weekly to-do things, shows of a day, and then I can like go down here and then like fill it out. I created all this by watching like YouTube videos and all that stuff. But goals, book, podcast, just all of it. I just like using Notion because it makes me feel like I like to plan things out and I like to like have a schedule, but my handwriting's not very good. And I use my laptop constantly, so it's a nice way that I can like organize anything and everything I need to and like remember everything and create like calendars and stuff. And I'm obsessed with Pinterest. I'm always on Pinterest, especially at school. And so then I like creating cute little like website pages on it. We just left Starbucks and I feel a lot better. I feel really good. It was good just to get out of the house, get some fresh air, even though it's not like warm or whatever. Or I got an acai refresher, and I got a cold foam ice coffee. Cold foam. What's it called? Caramel iced coffee?
No.
What is it?
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar. I don't even know. Brown sugar shaken espresso with cold foam. It was so good. And again, it's just like, it's just so good to get out and like be around people, even though like when you don't want to. Like literally got out of the car and we were going inside, and this girl, she was probably like around your age, maybe my age, I never know. She was like, can I hold the door open for you guys? And we were like, yes, like thank you. And we were like far away, you know, like when you're kind of far away from the door and you're like, oh, like I need to like jog, you know, or like push myself faster. Anyway, she was super sweet, and she, I guess, follows me and us on social media, and was just like, you're like such a light, you're such an inspiration. Little did you know I'm having like a terrible day, and it was just like a simple like little, I mean, that was so nice of her to hold the door open, obviously, and then for her to say that, it was just like, can I give you a hug? And she was like, yes, of course. And so like, I don't know, I'm just a big hugger, and like if you've ever ran into me in public and like talked to me, I love hugs. So I just love giving hugs. It makes me so happy, and it's just, I don't know, I feel connected with people. So anyways, that was so sweet. And then Mariah and I got coffee. Towards the end, I was on my Notion kind of starting to update stuff, and then like on Pinterest, like organizing my life, or trying to, you know. And then these two ladies came up to Mariah and I, and they live in our town, and they just came up and were talking to Mariah and I, and it was so sweet. And then they gave us a Starbucks gift card and was like, next coffee is like on us, like we love you guys. And I was just, again, I was like, can I please give y'all a hug? Like, I don't know, it was just, and it, like it was just so sweet.
And this isn't like normal, like it's not
no, again, it's just crazy that like today, like when I needed it the most, like they had no idea what's going on. Like I was smiling, talking to them like I am now, like very happy and upbeat, and like I am, but it's just like, that was crazy. No, that's not normal, like that's not normal at all, but it was just crazy. Like we just went to our local Starbucks, and just seeing other people in there and just realizing you're not alone is always a good thing. So anyways, we're gonna go home now, and Mara's gonna wash my hair for me in the sink. And then I'm going to call my brother, well, our brother. I'm gonna call our brother and catch up with him. So I'm gonna do that and go home and drink some water, and yeah. Cut to a few days later. Wow, I just watched that video that you just watched. Mara did so good editing it, and looking back, that was like last week. It was cool to watch, and I feel like I learned from myself, and hopefully maybe it kind of changed your mind or feelings on some things. But I just wanted to kind of post about mental health and social media and the good and bad of it all, because at the end of the day, again, like I said a million times, we are all human, and we all deal with things that you can't see up front. Obviously, again, you can see a physical struggle that I deal with that obviously affects my mental health, but a lot of things you can't see with many people. So I don't know, I just wanted to make a very welcoming and open and honest space for people to be vulnerable and be comforted, I guess. I'm really glad I did this video. Actually, I was really nervous about doing it and wanted to do a video kind of like this for a long time, but felt it on my heart to do it, and I did it, and I'm glad that I did it. And I'm excited to kind of read the comments and see what y'all think about this, because obviously this is, I feel like, important for me to look back on, maybe when I'm struggling again, having a really bad day or just in a funk, kind of reflect back on. But I think taking care of yourself and letting others take care of you is so important, and helps you get back up on your feet, like I said in the bathroom. It's a week and a half maybe later, I think, and I'm gladly feeling a lot better and just doing a lot better. So yeah, thank you for watching this video if you stayed till this point. And if you're struggling, know you're not alone, and that there are so many people out there that love and care for you, me included. And I think I talked about it on my TikTok, but I love that social media is becoming a space where you can talk about this stuff, and it's not taboo, you know, and not seen as seeking attention. It's seen as a serious topic, because this is, and it's not something you should suppress and keep to yourself. It's okay to share, and you never know, it could be helping someone else that's feeling the exact same way. So that's what I've just seen, and I think that's it. I'm so glad you watched this video, and I don't know, I'm glad I did it. I'm very glad I did it. Scary, yes. Rewarding, yes. So I think I'm gonna leave it there. Have a blessed day, and whatever you're going through or struggling with, feel your feelings. Don't make any crazy decisions, and take it easy on yourself and get through it, and you could have the best week of your life upcoming after this, you know. So just keep on chugging along, friends. I love you so much, and I truly mean it, and I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be a little less like heavy. Bye.